I was just at yoga. I have yogi brain. I had to flip the camera. Hi. Hi, everybody. It's Friday night. What's everybody doing tonight? Hello, the Lovers Manifest 3. How are you? It's Friday. It's Friday. We've got one more body shaming live. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, one more body shaming live. I have one more guest tonight. And you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. I tried to find and hit different areas of the body shaming for everybody this week. And you're going to be shocked about this side of it. Because it's something that I think doesn't get talked about enough. Honestly, I have to say. And I haven't, I've never experienced this, and I don't have a personal story about it, so it's gonna be some good stuff. My girl Damasy is gonna join us. I'm waiting for her to pop on. If one of my chicks can send her a message in the group, please. Sorry, I was on doing something. I didn't get in there and send it to her. Just as a reminder, we all need reminders. But she was so excited. We chatted earlier today, and she can't wait to talk about what she went through. And let's see what else. I have your journal questions already prepared and your homework, because you always got to do the homework, because you got to take it home with you and do the work. If you don't do the work, what's the point in sitting and watching me talk to a screen? I'm not talking to a screen. I know I'm talking to you people on the other side. On the other side. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I have them. You have 4 lives where you have 3 journal. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate you. How you feeling, love bug? Where you have 3 journal questions from each live. You have 3 different types of stories that you've already heard, and you're going to have one more. What do we got going on? Tomorrow is the body shaming workshop. So get your tickets and just show up, and we'll figure out the tickets tomorrow. If whatever, just show up. Show up for you. There is not one person on this planet who doesn't require being there. I swear. It's got nothing to do with me, guys. The things that I do, the coaching, the hosting, it's got nothing to do with me. It's all for you. It's all about you. All right. My girl is here. She sent me a request. Let's welcome her on. Drum roll, please. I'm so ridiculous tonight. Hello!
Hello, everyone. I am so sorry. I am driving. I had a crazy, crazy day, but nothing is going to stop me from joining this live.
I know, girl. I know. I thank you for joining. And even though you are caught up driving, just be safe.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I will. I have my little hookup here. I just want to put it on the charger so it doesn't die. I will be home very shortly. So
make sure you don't get cut off.
Yeah.
So, first, why don't you just give us a little prep about who you are and what you do?
Yes. Okay. So, hello, everyone. My name is Damasy. I am the Crystal Fairy. I'm in a little bit of a transition. I do sell crystals and handmade crystal creations, including all of my jewelry. But I am in a bit of a transition where I am transitioning my careers. I'm moving from just selling crystals to just finding what my life purpose is. And I know it's along the lines of healing. I have many, many stories. I have lots of experience that I know people will be able to resonate with and um, just learn from. I know I wish that I had a lot of people like me in my life to help guide me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
I love that.
that is what I would like
So
to do.
vulnerable and telling us about that. When we're in transition, it kind of feels awkward to talk about
Yes.
because I think everybody being labeled as things, and then you're teen and you're kind of, and you know what I used to say when I was in transition, and people are like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "I'm just here,"
No,
because I just I
didn't
honestly
know
didn't
what to
even
say.
know how to explain the transition that I was in, and I didn't
Right.
have any words. I was just like, I'm just here. I'm just here right
I'm
now.
existing,
Yeah,
figuring it
yeah,
out, like all the others, everyone else.
yeah. That's it, right? I'm just here. So, your story is on the complete opposite spectrum as mine, and
Yes,
I love that. But I also feel that your story doesn't get spoken about enough.
at
So
all. Not at all.
tell the people what is your body shaming story.
So I am tiny. You can see like my collarbones. I have always been skinny my entire life. And to a lot of people, when I complain or I tell people about my body shaming experience, people laugh at it. They're
Mm-hmm.
like, "Shut the fuck up! You're skinny. Like,
Right,
how dare you?" And they even get offended. How dare you? Like,
right,
shut up! Like, what? There's no way. And it's like, wow. I thought that because we were all experiencing body shaming, I can express
right.
myself and you would
Yeah,
understand.
judgment. Yeah,
And absolute the absolute opposite. How dare you be considering any of that body shaming? You should be happy you're that skinny.
right.
And I never knew what I should be happy with
Mm,
because I was always told I was too skinny, or you better be happy that you're that skinny and you're not fat. And
mm,
I was just taught
mm,
ugly
mm.
perceptions of body images at a very
Yeah.
young age.
Wow.
And I
I
never knew I never knew that I was beautiful the way I
right.
was.
Right.
I was never
Oh,
taught that.
I got chills, girl. Oh, I know. Do you recall the first memory? Was it a family member? Is it a cultural thing? Is it because maybe you're opposite from all of your family that triggered the body shaming that stuck with you?
Well, I grew up with my mom, my aunts and stuff. They would just always in Spanish we call it like fijonas, like they're always I don't even know the word in English. They're always fijándose en la gente. They're always like finding something to like talk crap about someone.
A gossip
And
in a way, like
so
yeah,
in like if they'll see someone passing by, they're like, oh my god, why is she wearing it? Oh my, and it
Jen's
was so normal to
saying
me.
everything.
And a big thing was, oh my god, she's so fat. Oh my god, how would she let her daughter get that fat? Oh my god, oh
Yeah.
my god, oh my god. And so I was like, oh my god, I can't get fat. So that was in, and I had a very overweight aunt when I was younger, and my mom used to like scare me that I was gonna be fat like her.
Oh, that's her sister.
And at a very young age, I was like second, third grade, dabbing my pizza to not have the
Jen,
oil because I was scared to get fat.
yeah, Jen says she's also grown up with it. It means noticing everything to judge.
Yes, yes.
So, and that was
And
your mom's sister, your aunt.
those were the people that raised me.
Yeah.
Yes, my mother, my mom's sisters,
Wow. And she
and
would say that about her sister. That's This is our generations. This is all, we've all grown up like this. Like, my mom has sisters too, and they all talk shit about each other.
And then that was my Ecuadorian family, and then my Puerto Rican family. Whenever I did see them, they were like, "Girl, you need to eat. You look hungry. Are you hungry? No, 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 no. Let's go upstairs. You're not moving from the table until you eat all your
Oh
food."
my,
And I'm just like,
oh my God. How
I
old were you that
I
you
have
remember?
had people in the street like, "Oh, you look hungry, girl. You starving? You got a problem? You hungry?" And I'm like, "What the hell is wrong with all of you?" I'm
Do you
not
remember
outside saying
you
you
were
need to
though?
stop eating McDonald's,
Do you
you know.
remember
And
how old you were? Damasy, can you hear me? Do you remember
I
how
can
old you were at the earliest recollection of them telling you that?
I don't even remember.
Oh,
I was a little girl. I was
yeah,
a little girl, and I was just, and of course, as a little girl, you're confused. You're like, why?
yeah,
What's wrong? What is the so
right.
you just you grow up with all these terrible images, and like I said, we learn now, like, you're perfect the way you are. You're beautiful the way you are. Everyone has their own image.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is born. Then you have no one is born exactly the same way. Then you have all these people now getting surgery, or women being cheated on with someone that looks different from them.
Right,
So
correct. So tell me how it was in school then. Like then you leave it, start going to elementary school. And how was it school, middle school? What how,
elementary school for me was great. Elementary school was an escape. I loved going to school because I didn't
oh,
have to deal with my family,
okay. I can
and I was the cool kid. Everyone respected me. Everyone loved me.
yeah.
No one messed with my brother. Like, it was great. However, when I got
Was there
to like
body
middle
shaming?
school,
Middle school. Okay.
when I got to middle school is when the big butts were a thing, and everyone wanted to be with a thick, juicy girl.
Okay.
And here I was, skinny. I had this mole on my face, and Austin Powers came out. So I was bullied until my freshman year in high school.
Wow. Oh,
I was bullied until my freshman year in high school. However, it didn't affect me horribly
okay.
because I was conditioned by my family who always
Right.
had
Yes.
made
You
fun
said
of.
the word conditioned. Yes.
So
Yes.
I would tell people, and I would go home and cry. But when
Oh,
people were bullying me, I'd be like, I already heard that. That joke is corny as hell. Come to
right.
me with another one. Bye.
That's
Bye. And
desensitized.
I would go home and cry.
Yeah, so you were like desensitized because of from the family that by the time you got 11, 12, 13, 14, it whatever people said didn't even like hurt your heart. Like it wasn't
In
even
the moment, exactly. It would eventually, but in the moment, I was like, my mom said meaner things to me. And then I would say mean things to them, like call them a pussy or a bitch or whatever. Like, my mom comes harder than that. So,
girl, I feel
so
it.
yeah.
So let's fast forward till now, all these years. How do you feel now about your body?
I still feel the same way. I
Okay.
still want to gain weight.
Okay.
I was recently just cheated on with someone that had a bigger butt than
Okay.
me, a thicker everything, um and it did bother me. It did. I was like,
Yeah.
that's what you wanted. You don't want me, like. And I felt, for a quick instant, I
Mm,
felt like I wasn't enough.
right.
Then I remembered, you're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag. I'm beautiful.
Right. But it still hits that core because anything about
It's been ingrained in my brain.
look, yeah, that core of the core root of all of that is not feeling enough. And because you
Yes.
already had all these years of being told about your body
That I'm not
and then
physically
like, oh,
enough.
I want a bigger body. I want to be thicker. I want to have this. Now you had a boyfriend cheat on you with someone with that body shape, that
Right.
can't feel good.
Right.
So when you look in the mirror, what are
If
some of the words you say to yourself?
I do my best to be positive, but there are times where I say, I wish this was here. I wish, you know, if I had this here, I'd be perfect and nobody could fuck with me. I'd be unstoppable. And then I look at myself and I'm like, bitch, you're unstoppable now. Shut up, girl. Shut up.
Still
Throw
the
that
inner,
out the window.
yeah, that's still the inner voice inside that's playing the first role of, well, if we just, you know, had bigger, wider hips
Oh
and a
yeah.
your butt, everything would be great, which
No one would ever cheat on me. No.
fixing anything on the outside is not going to fix
Right.
any of the life on the inside.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And that's where I go back to saying they didn't cheat on me because of my physical, because I'm not enough. They did not cheat on me because of me at all.
Right.
They cheated on
Right.
me because of themselves and what they have going on in their little, like I tell my children, in their cuckoo bonono's head.
I love
And that has absolutely nothing to do with me. You better go learn how to love yourself. And I'm exiting from this because this does not make me feel good. It makes me feel less than what I'm worth. And have a good life. How is that little guy from the meme? Have a beautiful time.
Yeah. I love that. But I'm so happy that mentally and emotionally you're strong there now. You could see that it doesn't have anything to do with me. That is all on them. And that is the one thing that I teach people when people are too afraid to step out and show up for themselves, whether it's on social media or in, you know, doing in-person events or whatever it may, or to go out to socialize because they think, oh, they're going to think this of me. They're going to think that of me. Bah, 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 bah. And I go, you understand that anything that anybody thinks about anybody has nothing to do with you.
That other person. Right.
It has to do with what's inside of them and how they feel inside about themselves, because mostly they look at a mirror. There's no mirror there, but it's a mirror, and they're saying really about themselves, or that because they just have so much anger and hate and not hate like, but hate of themselves because they work on themselves to love themselves. They just project it out and,
like,
you know,
vomit all over everyone.
Exactly. That's my phrase, verbally vomit. Yeah, I love that we're there with that. Yeah, and that's it. That's there. So, are you doing anything new to feel better when you look in the mirror? Have you incorporated anything new?
I haven't done anything new from the already, you know, snapping out of my negative thoughts about myself when I look at myself in the mirror. But I do want to push myself to go to the gym just so I feel happy with whatever I look at in the mirror.
Well, I
whatever
just for overall feeling good. It releases those feel good endorphins.
Right.
To feel good is great to do that. However,
I'm also getting older and my bones are cricking and cracking.
Oh, girl, stop.
They do. They do. I know. I tell everyone all the time, I look young. I'm 34 years old. I have 2 kids. So, yes, I must do my best to stay fit.
Yes, we do. All of us, no matter what age you are, we do. That was supposed to be the lifestyle we were taught about, you know, fit and health. That was what
feel that back. I love to revert to like the days of like Pocahontas and Moana and stuff like that. I tell my kids all the time, that's the way we're supposed to be. We're supposed to wake up and climb trees and pick our coconuts and shit.
Yeah, I love that. I love Moana.
And all of that, running through the wild, my kids and I, when the moon is out, I'm like, let's go howl at the moon.
Oh, I love that.
So
I want to you, if you're open to it.
I'm sorry?
I want you to just look at me, but you're looking at you, and I want you to repeat after me. I want you to say, I love you.
I love you.
Insert your name.
Damasy.
for everything that you
for
are,
everything that you are,
inside and out.
inside and out.
You have accomplished so
You have
much,
accomplished so much.
and you are set to do amazing
And
things in this world.
we're set to do amazing things in this
And
world. Oh,
I love you.
and I love you.
Tell her again with more meaning. I love
I
you.
love you.
Yeah. And so your homework is going to be to look in the mirror and start to tell yourself some loving statements like that. And start by telling yourself some beautiful things about the inside of who you are. Because that beautiful stuff that's on the inside, when you say those things out to you, when you step out into the world, people just feel them. And they feel your energy. And you already have amazing energy. And you are gorgeous on the outside.
Thank you.
You know, but it is all about doing more of loving
The inner one.
every little piece about us. The ones that we were shamed for, the ones that we were made fun of, the ones that people guilted us for, the ones that people were mean to us about. Those pieces are us. And guess what? There's so many people that will love all those quirky things about you. Like, since I really integrated and did this work, I see all that. Like I said, I forgot whose live it was this week. And I said, you know what I started to do? When I pick the thumbnail picture, instead of picking the one where my face looks the best, I pick the one where my face is the silliest.
Yeah.
And I put it up there because it's part of, you know what? If somebody doesn't like that, then they won't come to my page. And you know what? Then you're not my people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's part of me where, guess what? I could put out the most ugliest face on that thing, and I could put out the most beautiful face on that thing. I love both of those faces of me, right? And so it's integrating that into feeling, and that feeling, those thoughts that you said where you still initially have those, negative thoughts, sometimes they start to dissipate. And then you really just look in the mirror and you go, I love you for everything that you are. I love all those pieces about you. They're all amazing.
Yes.
And you know what? If your ass never grows any bigger, just fucking love it for the size that it is.
Right. Little booties matter.
Because you know
I
what?
learned, I forget who I was watching, but that, I think it was a live with Jen.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh my God, I was just talking to her yesterday on the Fierce Femme and I forgot her name. Jeez Louise. But, they said,
so many girls, I could just go through a list.
I totally, I just asked her if she was good from the hospital yesterday. Anyhow, so.
Oh, Kathy.
Kathy,
Yeah.
yes. I believe it was their live that they were like what was it? Jeez. One of the biggest form of self-love is self-study.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you start learning yourself, learning what works for you, learning what doesn't work for you is the best form of self-care, of self-love that you can have for yourself. I'm late because I just came from a sound healing Reiki crazy. I did rape.
I never heard of that.
It's like a herbal medicine.
Uh-huh.
Rape, they pronounce it like rape, but it's
Oh.
RAPE
Oh.
with the
the
little accent at the end. And it is like this all natural herbal earth medicine that helps align certain chakras and stuff like that, and it's like a aura cleansing. And maybe that's why you guys see me a little bit extra, because those are things that I do for myself, to make sure that I keep any negativity, whether it's about body shaming or anything at all. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, our body is one of the biggest things that we do shame ourselves for, whether it's us or what we were conditioned to believe. But as long as we focus on the good and we don't focus on the bad that was taught to us, it's just going to get better for us. I make sure to never ever focus on any negative that was taught to me or ingrained in me. I'm here to change it. I'm here to do the work, and I'm here to love myself.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have your homework. So now I'm going to give everybody their journal prompt questions for today. All right, guys, ready? Have you fat or skinny shamed anyone in your whole life? And you got to be honest when you answer that question.
I don't know if I've done it.
Shamed, okay? Both. Acknowledge it.
I think my cousin. I think my cousin. Um, and that was when we were younger, when we were all like just joking on each other.
Uh-huh.
But she was the chubby one.
Yeah.
She was the chubby one. And to this day, like we all stay still. Like a lot of my family hasn't gone through like healing journeys or however. So to this day, like my oldest cousin, like, and it's a joke. Nobody even takes offense to it. It's been like that since we were in high school. And he'd be like, yo, what up, fat hoe? And she's like, what up, Wangus? And it's just like, we're crazy, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's not okay. Like, we shouldn't still be calling each other these things just because we've learned to be okay with it.
But with certain people, you definitely know they're not saying it with shame to you. Those are your type people. You know,
Yes.
it is a little bit different.
Yes.
All right. The second journal question for everybody is, what other ways have you shamed someone? So maybe you shamed them. Actually, you know, you want to know something? I wrote that question before you told the story about your aunts. Look at that alignment.
Now look at that.
Okay. So if you have been like the aunts of the world, the aunties, and you look at everybody and you nitpick things and that's shaming.
Yeah.
If you look at them and you can't think something nice of them and you're like, oh my God, why are they wearing that? Oh my God, that doesn't match.
I
Oh my
think
God.
I think I might do that sometimes to my children.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
My little one, she does not care. Sorry. My little one doesn't care about her appearance.
Oh.
She does not care. She's super tomboy. I'm like, come on, let's get ready. We're going outside. And she will come outside looking crazy with like whatever.
She's
exactly.
here to teach you that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I tell her a lot of times I'm like, it's okay, we're going wherever. And she'll just come out literally wearing like a piece of house clothes, some old jacket. And I'm just like, oh my God, wait, no, not like that anywhere. Like, wear something normal. And I'll say things like that. Wear something normal.
Yeah.
Don't go outside looking crazy. And then I catch myself and I tell her, look, I don't care what you wear. Your fashion is your fashion. I just want, I was like, look, if I go outside like this, looking like this, I'm going to go pick you up from school looking crazy like this. What are they going to think? That I don't care about myself or my children, or it's your appearance. That's it.
That has been put on us about that.
Correct. But what I wanted, I guess, I don't know how to do it nicely, but I try to teach her, like, look, I don't care what you wear. I just want you to care about looking like a neat, clean person outside.
Well, no, because that's still judgment, love. You have to,
I don't know how. I don't know how. Like,
I'll let me help you. How you would say it to her is, what's her name?
Aurora.
I love that. So you say, Aurora, I love you, honey. I love everything about you. And if this is how you want to dress right now, then go ahead and dress like that. Okay. But I want you to understand that there are some people out there in that world that are mean. Okay. So if they say something to you, I want you to be able to say to them, but I love wearing this. Okay. And I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
All right. So, and that's perfectly okay. But because what you're going to teach her is to stand in who she is, her authenticity, and because you don't know her gifts yet of what she's coming into this world with, she may be a fashion icon that changes this world, girl. Okay.
Right.
So remember that. And then, but you do have to prep her and say, you know, you're stepping out into this world and there's people out there who don't think and feel the same way. And so what I want you to understand is to just be secure and love everything
Right.
about who
Right.
you are on the inside and what you're wearing on the outside.
Right.
And then make sure that she knows that, and then when you come home, we can talk about it. If anybody has said anything to you, if
Right.
anybody was like, oh my God, I love your outfit, that's awesome, come home and tell
Right.
me. If somebody
Right.
was like, why did you wear that with that, come home and tell me.
Right.
And talk about it.
Right.
So that the line of communication is open between the two of you.
Right.
You're teaching your daughter, which is what
Right.
we're healing ourselves, and now we have to teach daughters how to be strong feminines and not be taken down by this patriarchy like we have, right? So you do have to check yourself.
Yeah.
You have to work on you, and then make sure that, ooh, am I saying the same things? Is that the program from my parents, from my family, right? Like, and you're good. You're already doing an amazing job by that little bit that you just told me.
Thank you. So I see like someone commented here. So it's not so much about like the fashion that she's wearing or whatever. Like she will legit wear something messed up, like ripped. Like she has, I don't know, maybe a little bit of anxiety. She chews on the collars of her shirts, and she'll look like I didn't care to, like me, I will look fine. My daughter will look fine. And she will come outside, her hair looking crazy, like not brushed. Like legit, like not hygiene, like not. So there have been times where she'll go outside, like right now I'm wearing a bunch of shit that doesn't match, and I'm outside in public. That I don't mind. But if you're going outside with stained stuff, or your hair is all sticking out, looks like you have freaking syrup in your hair like this, that's what I'm talking about.
But I want you to ask.
She's okay with being like dirty.
Okay, but I want you to ask yourself, is that a program of you? Because is that something that was put onto you? Is that something because you are feeling embarrassed with how she looks? Because
not so much embarrassed, but like I want to look like she's taken care of. Like at the same time, I'm not gonna let her go outside looking dirty and with dirtiness.
I'm gonna stop you because you're talking around it, and I want you to really hit the root of this. This is why we're doing this. She's okay with it. You're not.
Of course not. I'm not gonna let my kid walk outside looking dirty. I'm not going to.
But guess what? Just because she looks dirty doesn't mean she's not taken care of. Okay?
I guess.
No, I want you to hear it.
Yes. I'm no matter what, I'm not gonna let my kid walk outside with a stained shirt or sticky hair or black dirty face I'm just not. She's okay with it, but I'm not.
And that's it. Remember,
but is that not teaching my kid hygiene?
No, it's not, because when they're little, she's what, 4, I feel?
She's 8 years old. She's in the 3rd grade.
Okay. She's just still, I'm gonna tell you, she feels like she really does walk to the beat of her own path.
Oh, she definitely does.
That's the energy that comes through when I hear you talk about her. I'm gonna tell you that if she is 100% comfortable with it, okay, you have to be 100% comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Because you're still thinking it's just a reflection of you. And if you take care of her, you clean her, if you're teaching her how to do it, and she's just choosing not to do
it. Shower.
I'm going to tell you the honest truth right now. When I think it was maybe about that age, 7 or 8. And I can't tell you why. I have no idea why I did this, but I have to be honest. I used to fake brushing my teeth.
She fakes showers.
I used to fake brushing my teeth. And my mother would check on me and say, oh, you brush your teeth? And I'm like, yes, I did. And, I was a kid. Kids think they know it all, and they didn't, and I didn't know that, oh, if they were like, let me smell your breath, and you smell that, you could really tell if the teeth were brushed or they weren't brushed.
Funny.
Like you don't know that, right? You don't know. And But I remember doing that, and I can't tell you why I did it. Maybe it was control because there were things about how I grew up, and there were a couple things like I talked on the other lives about food where I used that for the control of them, so that that was the only thing they couldn't control me with, right? So maybe I did that too with the brushing of the teeth to control it too, right? It's just a phase, hon. It's just a phase. She's going to grow out of it. You just keep doing the thing at home where you teach her, you show her, because again, remember, everybody and children mostly learn by watching,
Yeah.
okay? Not just yelling. So maybe do it with her,
Mm-hmm.
conjunction, okay? And just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. It's her phase. She will grow out of it. But your lesson, like we said, the children teach us the lessons. Your lesson is to be 100% comfortable. That's where how you feel about yourself, feeling enough about yourself, comes into play. Because if you feel enough and you're like, I take care of my kid, I teach them how to brush their teeth, show them how to shower, I help them, I do this, I clean their clothes, they're well fed,
Mm-hmm.
then you're secure in that. You know that you
Yeah.
do that. It
Yes.
doesn't matter. Remember, it doesn't matter what anybody on the outside says, right? It
Makes sense.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But if you're thinking, people are going to think I don't take care of her, or
Right.
I
Right.
don't make her shower,
Right.
or I don't make her wear certain clothes that are,
Yeah.
that's a you thing. That's something for you to work through. So that's your thing. All right. So
Also, I have like, I know this is probably something I shouldn't be, but like, um, I've had weird, stupid exes call diapers on me and stuff. So I've had them in my life, and I'm just like, I guess it's a little traumatizing. I'm like,
right.
I want them to look extra
Okay.
clean all the time because I get nervous.
Understand.
So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Out
and
of
then when they go to school in Jersey City. So it's
yeah,
like out here, if they see anything, they're like trying to find
right.
out or report. And is the baby okay? Is the child okay and stuff? So
I, I
it's
totally
a
understand.
little traumatizing.
Yeah, I know. And that's something, to
Work
heal
on.
through. And as the security comes in, because here's the thing. If the security is there and I know you're not a bad mom. I know you're not teaching your kids hygiene, right?
Right.
Like and somebody wants to retaliate and call them, okay. And then the person comes to your house and sees there's nothing wrong and
Right.
sees you're a great mom in the way you take care of them. There's nothing, right? It's
Right.
again, it's always going back inside. It's always about how secure are we inside? How are we working on this? How we make it? And the difference is that as we keep doing that, we raise our vibration, which then doesn't align us with people,
Oh
places,
yeah.
things, and opportunities like that. Okay. So the energy pushes all of that old negative, the people, the relationships, those retaliation calls, it pushes all of that away because your vibration raises. And so you're attracted to different people, different groups, different. So that's why doing that work is so important. All right.
Hmm.
All right. So, and then, all right. So the last thing is not a question, guys. It's going to be review the lives. Make sure you have all the journal questions. Do your work. Do it. And then leave a comment on there, something that you did, that little lie that is there. I want to thank you so much for joining me and for being open and vulnerable and having this conversation with me and being able to allow me to guide you in a way that you could take with you off of this live. You could reach out to me anytime. And we are sisters in the tribe. And I love you. I hope you have a great weekend.
I love you too. Thank you guys all for joining us
Yeah.
and watching. And thank you for having me.
Love you, girl. Have a good
Love you
weekend.
too. You
Bye.
too. Bye.